So last time I was talking to you a little bit about one of the tasks that I had, and I had to make a photo mask. And I mentioned that I could put a whole bunch of different things on this photo mask, and one of those things, I can actually try out a bunch of different cells. And so what's included in these cells are kind of what you usually see when you see a solar panel or any sort of substrate that you would see a solar cell. So you just have the bus bar and the fingers. And so I have to decide, how many fingers should I have? How far apart should they be spaced? And so my advisor gave me a spreadsheet, just an Excel spreadsheet, and said, here, you can use this to figure it out. And I had no idea what I was supposed to do or how I was supposed to go out figuring out how many there should be. Like, isn't there an answer already? But there really isn't. It all depends. And so the spreadsheet, what the spreadsheet did is calculate how much power you lose based on how many fingers you have and how wide they are and how far apart they're spaced. So I sat there and I played with this for a little while, and I finally figured it out. I was like, I got it. We're gonna make fingers that are really, really, really skinny and 1 meter tall. And so I thought to myself, you know, they would have done that already if that was the actual answer to this. And so I went in and I talked to Dr. Holman, and I said, you know, there must be something that makes it so that we don't already do this way. What is this? It would be really great if we could just have these infinitely tall fingers on all of the solar cells. And he says, well, yeah, but they actually can't be higher than the top layer of your solar cell. It pretty much has to be flat on the top almost. So I said, oh, okay, well that explains it. And how tall is that? And it was much, much, much smaller than I expected it to be. And so here I go back to the Excel spreadsheet, figuring out some more things, figuring out why it has to be that way. And I remembered one of the papers that he had me read that was all about series resistance. So how all of the different factors in a solar cell kind of relate together and cause there not to be as much power as we would think that we would get from the sun. And so reading that paper and using the Excel sheet some more, I actually came up with a couple of different cells that I could put on my photo mask.